We're going from here to here, here to here, 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 here.
Here we go.
Hey guys, so first things first, there's a lot happening here. I am dying. In my mind, I was gonna wait to make this video and I was gonna feel better and most importantly sound better, but that kind of went backwards on me. I'm not feeling better. I'm certainly not sounding better. In fact, I think I sound worse, but the show must go on, literally, to all 5 of you who are watching this. It's really unfortunate that I sound so terrible when I have the biggest announcement to make ever. Okay, not ever, but it's pretty huge. I've been keeping a secret for like a month and a half, and I've been dying to post about it, but I knew I had to wait till the right time, and I wanted to make sure that everything was totally set in stone before I announced it, because there's nothing worse than making an announcement and then having to make another announcement that your first announcement just like wasn't true. Here it is. I'm just gonna say it. It feels weird to say it out loud. I'm getting my boobs done. I'm so stoked, you guys. Don't get me wrong, I'm a little nervous, but I'm mostly excited. For as long as I can remember, I've been the very little girl with very big boobs. I got made fun of in middle school about how big they were. People would accuse me of stuffing my bra. I was shopping in the adult bra section when people were getting their first training bras. It brought me all kinds of attention, which initially I hated, and then I learned to love, and then I learned how to use my powers for evil, and then I started hating it again. They've always just been really uncomfortable and really out of place for me. I'm 4'10". As you can imagine, I don't have a lot of space, and these were always the focal point and always just like in the way and always weighing me down, literally. Back in like 2010, I decided I was sick of it and I was gonna get a reduction before I had lost any of my weight. And I went through the process of getting ready to go. I found a surgeon that I liked. I went through filing with the insurance company, only to have them deny it. And I decided back then that it was just too expensive for me to pay out of pocket to get them done. And so eventually I lost 25 pounds. So a lot of that came from these, which is great because that meant that I didn't need the reduction anymore. But it left me with a lot of extra skin, not a lot of boob, and just a lot to manage all the time. I literally exercised away my boobs, and now I'm just left with the outer casing of them. I already have a lot of issues with the clothes that I can wear. Since I'm not very tall and don't tend to fit in a lot of things, I'm pretty limited in what really works for my body anyway, and then you factor in these extra hanging boobs that you have to worry about finding a place for. Braless tops or dresses are not an option for me. Honestly, they hurt a lot of the time because there's so much extra that's just like bouncing off of each other when I work out. I have trouble stuffing them into regular bras. Honestly, I hate wearing a bra because it's like all the extra skin that's under there just gets like stuck, and it's like I always have like under boob, but it's not even boob, it's just under skin. So I find myself wearing sports bras 90% of the time, and I find myself choosing my outfits based on whether or not I can wear a sports bra with it. Like, I feel as if I just work too hard to live a healthy life and have a body that I appreciate and take care of, to have something like this always holding me back and making me self-conscious and feeling like they're in my way. I've also posted about this a few times, but like 4 years ago, I found a lump. And so it's nothing, thank God. It's starting to get really painful. It's almost like it's taking a different shape because it's so big. It's like shaping the inside of this boob to like protrude out. I've been going to Orange Theory a few times a week, and the heart rate monitor that you wear underneath your sports bra or below your sports bra on this strap, it's like a hard plastic square. It's honestly cutting me because of the lump that's like pushing against it. So it's really, really uncomfortable. And my plastic surgeon is actually able to remove that lump as well. Since it's nothing, there's no reason to keep it. Obviously, I'm not gonna like, oh yeah, no, I really like that. We become friends. His name's Tom. Tom, you out. They're just really uncomfortable for me, physically and mentally. So I finally decided that now is the time. The procedure that I decided on is I'm gonna have a lift. as well as get implants. And this was one of those things I was back and forth on for a long time. And honestly, when I went in for the very first time to consult with them, I had no intentions of getting implants. I basically told them I wanted just the lift, I wanted all the extra skin out, I wanted like boobs that were proportionate for my body. And he was super willing to just do exactly what I wanted, but he said that he felt like he needed to show me what my end result was going to look like just so that I could be sure I was happy with it. And when I saw the pictures, I was not happy with what I was probably going to end up with. And there's nothing wrong with it. Let me first say that. There's nothing wrong with this look. There's nothing wrong with going natural. Obviously, the look that he told me that I was probably going to end up with was going to be similar to a ski slope. So it was going to be like they were lifted. They were exactly where they were supposed to be like pre-gravity, pre-weight loss, pre-everything. But the volume that usually starts to come down is coming from the top. And if you're not getting an implant in there, there's nothing to recreate that volume, basically. So it was gonna, all the fullness of the boob that was still left was gonna stay under here because that's where it is. So it was gonna be basically flat, 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 and then nipple where it's supposed to be, and then the underneath of your boob would be normal, just not saggy. And so that was one of those things that I had to really think about, because I'm getting ready to spend this money and I'm getting ready to go into this procedure, and I'm expecting to feel confident and really love my end result. And I wanted to be sure that the result that I ended up with was something that visually was appealing to me too. And so I didn't want to go through this whole process only to wish that I had done something different. And so I did opt to go for the implants, and I'm going for small ones, super small. So basically he told me that most people typically lose about a cup size from getting a lift alone. And so my goal is to just replace what I've lost in implants. So I should be about a C, like a really baby C cup when I'm done, because right now I wear a C, but it is a very deflated, flat, pancakey C. Working in the medical field for so long, honestly, I'm a little bit nervous about the surgery, not because of the actual procedure, just because of surgery itself. Of course, textbook, you have to learn all of the different risks, all of the different outcomes that can happen. The other thing I'm a little bit nervous about is just the level of restriction that I'll have after. I won't be able to exercise for like 6 to 8 weeks. So that will be a huge change for me, because obviously exercise is something I've never really given up. And as I've gone through these stages of sort of finding myself and learning about what's actually healthy for me, exercise has transformed from like a punishment for my body to sort of a stress reliever, and it will be very different letting that go. And it will be really challenging for me to not try to go into overdrive on controlling my nutrition in the process of this. I just started practicing a brand new idea. It's not brand new to the world, it's just brand new to me, called intuitive eating. And exercise has still sort of been like my anchor, and I won't have that. So that will be interesting, but I am trusting the process, and all things will be an opportunity for learning and growing from this. And you guys, I have been a little bit nervous to share this, honestly, because I think for women, we get a lot of backlash all the time, no matter what we do. Like, there's so much backlash for us in the world of beauty. Like, it's be natural, but not too natural, and like do the things, but don't go too far. Like, it's okay if your eyelashes are fake or if your eyebrows aren't real. But when we talk about like moving parts of your body, like now you've crossed the line and I'm gonna judge you. And I hate that. I hate that we live in that world, and I hate that other people think that they get an opinion about something that they're not personally living in or experiencing or don't have the mindset of. And I think that we need to all do our best to really break out of this judgmental world that we live in. And for me, that means doing something that I want to do, that I feel confident in doing, that I think is going to improve the quality of my life. And it means talking about it. And it means breaking down the barriers that I have to safeguard myself, and being open to those criticisms that will probably come with it. But honestly, we just live in a world where we really can't win. And so I think that the most important thing is, one, making yourself happy. You cannot rely on other people to make you happy, to approve of you, because guess what? Today they might. Maybe you don't do the procedure you want to do. Maybe you don't lose the weight you want to lose, or maybe you don't gain the muscle you want to gain. And today they approve of that. But tomorrow you'll do something you never even thought would upset them, and they'll be upset. You'll record a video of your kid in the car and the way that you've strapped them in will be just too much to handle. Or you'll post a food picture and the carbs that you ate will just be not okay because they were refined and white. There's always something. And so seeking to please other people is a losing battle. So if you are happy and your spouse or your support system is happy, and you know that your heart is pure in these decisions, that's all you can really ask for. Of course, I'll obviously be documenting my journey as I go through. Of course, I'll probably come on here blurring my words afterwards to tell you guys all about it. And I'll be really open with some pictures. Not too many pictures because this is YouTube and that feels like too much. Like, I'm all about, like, you know, half naked dressing room selfies, but like, I don't know, it just feels too much. But I'll share some pics and talk about afterwards, like what it's like, what I'm experiencing, pain level, bruising, all that stuff. Feel free to follow along on that. If you have had this procedure or any procedure like this done, will you please share your experience with me? Will you tell me anything that you wished you would have known, anything that was helpful for you, any products that you used and loved, any tips, anything? Give me something good, because I am, like I said, super excited, but also a little nervous. So if you have any tips at all, please share them.